Good afternoon or good evening. My name is Rich Smith and I am president of the Kansas Flying Disc Association. When I first set out to do this, I had no idea whether there would be 5 people or 50 that would come to this event. In general, I'm not a very competitive person. Those that know me know that about me. I tend to like everybody to win and everybody to have fun and then come back the next day and we do it again. Yeah. But I did hear that Missouri had 30 people at their Hall of Fame, so I wanted 31 just to be able to say But I think the size of the crowd that we have today tells me 2 things. The first is the quality of our class is outstanding, and it's literally the legends of the game here in the state of Kansas. And it's also a reflection of the quality and depth of the flying disc community here in Kansas. So thank you all for your support and thank you all for being here for this important event. My hope is that we have a few good stories told. I'm counting on you, Dennis, to come through for that. Hopefully a few laughs, and I'm a sensitive guy. Who knows, there might be a few tears as well, so looking forward to that. I did want to point out 2 people that are here. Crazy John Brooks, one of the all-time greats in the sport. Thank you, Crazy, for being here. And I also wanted to point out Jeremy Rusko as well. What you've done with dynamic discs and putting Emporia and the state of Kansas on the map is really impressive. So thank you for your support. So here is our agenda for this afternoon or this evening. I'm going to briefly talk about just the history of the Kansas Flying Disc Association and why I started it. I'm going to introduce the board of directors, a few thank yous, and then we're going to get to what was really important, and that is the Hall of Fame honorees. There will be some final remarks to kind of wrap up. So 2 years ago, when COVID started, my life changed because I went from being on a jet, living in hotels and flying all over the country, to working remote and working from home, just like everybody else. If you go back and look at my Amazon account, one of the very first things that I did was I purchased a book by Scott Zimmerman called Chasing Disc Golf, and the overall title. Those of you that don't know Scott Zimmerman, I think he's the greatest overall flying disc player in the history of our sport. Ironically, he's from Lawrence, Kansas, which is pretty cool. But in this book, Scott talks a lot about the state of Virginia. He talks about the legacy, the history, the players, the tournaments, and their Hall of Fame. So as I laid in bed at night in March of 2020, I started thinking about the people in Kansas that laid the foundation for all of us to enjoy the game. Not only the people that performed on the field, went to the Rose Bowl, set world records, won national championships, but also the people that went to waterbed stores, beer distributors, record stores, trying to get money so they could host tournaments back in the day. Those people, in my mind, were really important, and they taught me a lot, and I wanted to pay back them. And so I came up with the idea, literally laying in bed, to start the Kansas Flying Disc Association. We have 3 stated goals as an organization. The first is to document the history of flying disc sports, and if you go to our website, you'll see the beginning of it. But if you go to our Facebook page, you will literally see thousands and thousands of images of historical flying disc pictures, which is really cool. The second goal of our group is we want to grow the sport. We want to use our expertise and resources to be able to do that. And last but not least, it's why we're here today, and that is we wanted to create an ongoing Hall of Fame. You can see our purpose and vision here, and at a glance, we started about a year ago. We have 7 board members that I'm going to introduce here in a little bit. We have 2 active projects. One is Prairie Pass, which is a project with the Blue Valley School District. The second project, I'm under an NDA to talk about, but it's going to be an epic wooded course over 10,000 feet long, and it's going to be in the Kansas City area. And Eric McKay has got his name on the design. So really excited about being able to talk more about that. So let's talk about our board of directors. So to make sure that this organization was legit, I wanted to have an all-star, rock star board of directors. And so I wanted to introduce those people that have helped me getting this off the ground. The first is Bill Paulson. Bill, stand. Thank you, Bill. Pittsburgh, Wichita Valley Center, started playing flying disc sports or frisbee in Europe when he was part of the service, and he brought that passion back to Pittsburgh State. Next is Chris Madison. Chris. Chris is a great player, but he's also a course designer, and he's also been a mentor for a lot of people in the Hutchinson area. And he also has one of the top flying disc collections in the world, and it's all in Hutchinson. And at some point in time, you probably need to charge admission and have people come check out your CHOP. What does CHOP stand for?
Chris's House of Plastic.
Chris's House of Plastic. There you go. Next is Clifton Alexander, and I have a special thank you for Clifton later, but Clifton is new to the sport. He's played for about 2 years, but he has jumped all in with 2 feet. Great understanding of communication, branding, and he's helped so much in getting this off the ground, so thank you, Clifton, for that. This is Clifton's handiwork right here. So, next is Laura Hayes from Overland Park. You know, one of the things when I looked at our board, it was a lot of old people, and I wanted somebody younger. Laura is a great player. She has a fantastic hyzer flip that I wish I had. But she's also a great young leader in Kansas City, and the work she's done with the Kansas City Disc Golf Club and also at Rosedale has been really impressive. So Laura, stand up. Pete Cashin. Pete, you're sporting a cool t-shirt there. What's up with that?
It's an old Ultimatum shirt from 1982 Ultimate Tournament.
That is...
Team of Brother Dan got us all these back here. So
That is awesome. Way to go, Dan. Everybody knows Pete. He is the godfather of the sport, and he's such... I think of servant leadership when I think of Pete Cashin. Just what he's done for disc golf in Kansas City has been amazing. Started as a freestyler, so you're close to my heart there as well. And then the last person is myself. I grew up in Topeka, went to school at KU. I live in Overland Park right now. I have 4 kids and have been married 32 years to my college sweetheart, Carol. All right, what's next? There's somebody up here that, yeah, probably nobody knows who this person is anyway, right? But Eric McCabe is our 7th board member. Eric, please stand up. You need no introduction. Sorry about that, and thanks for the assist there. But Eric needs no introduction, world champion, and also making his name as a course designer as well. A couple thank yous. Is Julianne here by chance? Our photographer is not here. I was hoping she was going to be here to volunteer. She was having some issues with daycare. I wanted to recognize Kyle Burke. Kyle Burke was my freestyle partner from the 80s, helped with press release and also the PowerPoint. So Kyle, thank you for coming from Fort Worth and helping out. I want to thank Clifton again and Reactor Studios. The very first day that I sat down with Clifton in your office and kind of laid out this vision and dream that I had, he's been there since day one, and so without your help, this wouldn't have happened. So thank you for all your assistance, Clifton. Dynamic Disc. You know, anything that we wanted, Dynamic Disc said yes, we will do that, including providing this room for us today. So I don't think Jackie is here, but Jackie has a lot on her plate this week, but she's been so cool, calm, and collected and helpful. So appreciate that, and Doug is also a lot of help as well. The Emporia Country Club, Chris, the general manager, has been really helpful as well. And the employees are back there. Please tip the wait staff back there. There is a cash bar if you do want to get a drink. The board of directors for the Flying Disc Association. There's been a lot of work creating something that's never been done before in the state. So I just appreciate the work that you all have done to support this.